Set up real quick and I'll be ready to go. Oh my god. Our dog has fleas, so I got on a little bit later than I was expecting because I figure it's nice to, bathe the dog. Actually, it was more of the wife's idea, and I just said, sure. I don't want to fight with her. That's bad. Look at all that money that came in. Oh, you see that? Go to sleep, and you wake up to $500,000 later. I would love if that happened more to me. Yeah, it's time to go for a drive. And put it down and good. Did it freeze? Oh yeah, it did. This is sorghum, isn't it? Sorghum does not give me yeah, let's try this. It was nice to look, you know? I like to make sure of things. Ooh, almost there. Now back up. Man, I can't wait. I'm gonna get one with a bigger head. Go over all this crop like in 2 minutes. Wouldn't that be amazing? Man, I think it will be excellent. Knock out like 95% of my crop in just like a minute. Back up and hit this way. So we had a meeting tonight. Yeah. It was rather, entertaining. We had our union meeting. Kinda like coin. I mean, I learned a lot of stuff, in a matter of like the time frame that, the whole meeting took place in. I learned a lot of stuff. And I thought it was rather interesting. There was a lot to learn there. It was not as I projected it to be. It was nowhere near what I projected it to be. I just wanted to understand what I'm getting into for this winter. And there was like a lot to learn. And I found out that I'm getting some new equipment training that I didn't even know that I was getting. I mean, I like learning. I really do. I think learning at work is a very productive thing. The more that I can learn, the better off I will be later on in life for my job and stuff like that. So I do it to stay entertained, I do it to... it keeps me going. It really does. Hire somebody out real quick. Because I'm going to need it here. Man, he's filling up. That's good. Alright, I'll go back around and pick up all this. I really do enjoy the learning aspect at work. I really do enjoy the. I'm trying to think of the correct words to use. The education process. You know, I don't want. I don't think it is useful to only know one job in anything. I don't think it's useful to understand only one job. I think that people should learn a degree of different jobs where they work. And that's not just for business, it's for a better understanding of how to do what is expected. Like, if you only know how to drive a truck, okay, you never understand the marketing behind driving the truck, then what's the use of just driving the truck? You want to complain about the price of milk, but did you ever think about how much it costs to feed the cows? It's that type of concept. That's how I see it. It's that type of concept where it's like, I need to know how everything all functions together to become a whole. And the more of an understanding you have, I mean, I don't have to know every minor detail. I just want to know the basics on how everything works. By just understanding the basics, I mean, you can understand so much more, and it makes everything like, oh, well, I understand why they're doing this, or I understand why they're doing this, you know? As soon as you can put the two together, it makes everything easier. I mean, for me it does. It's like, why do firefighters put a hole in somebody's roof? You know, it's that type of understanding. Well, the reason why they put a hole in your roof is to, like, ventilation so the fire doesn't spread to other areas that they don't want it to be at. But yet, how many people fully understand that concept? That's how I'm looking at it. How many people fully understand why they do it? It's like one of those hit and miss things, you know? People don't care until it fully affects them. I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but why wouldn't you want to know more? Why would you not want to be able to say, hey, this is, you know, this, and I understand why it costs this for each individual or whatever. Like, why the price of everything is going up because of the price of fuel going up. It's easy, because the truckers, they need to get paid too. And you see how much easier that is when you understand it. It's really cool. Just something I look into. So, the next pallet already popped up. Ain't that nice? It looks good, don't it? There we go. Perfect. Do that. This guy will just go for a ride over here and check that pallet. Make sure it's not completely full. Oh, it is. That's cool. Got it. Now lift. My other guy's got all my eggs coming for me, so I don't have to worry about those. Eggs are really expensive. You didn't know eggs are really, really expensive. And I'm hoping that I have enough food for the chickens to keep up with all the eggs. Hey, it was 59 this morning now. 85 today. It was like in the low 50s this morning, I believe. And a high like 71. See? 9,000. Go to this guy here. And he will be glad to accept what you are giving. Got it. 1,000. You hear about the fantastic? Oh yeah, that's old news. That was days ago. Yeah. What's up, Byron? Yeah, I heard about the plan. I mean, she's seen like half of our presidents almost. Get over here and drop it off. Oh, good. Of course. 25 more. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I know. Hey, everybody. Please hit that like. Please hit the subscribe. Show that you, like, care somewhat. I mean, I want to get through that whole YouTube algorithm where, I never get shown. Even when I look up my own videos, it's hard to find them. I just want to get past that. I know it's a great idea, but hey. Help out a little. Yeah, the queen passed a while back. I mean, she's, like, really, really old, so... I mean, that's, like, completely understandable. Huh. Yeah, they never said anything to us. They don't care. Monday announced it over the intercom at my job. Single machine inside the two buildings. Oh, they shut off all the machines for a prayer floor type deal. Oh, that's cool. Are you from UK? No, he's from Texas. Oh, no. He's from Texas. Told you. See this? Oh, man. So, anyhow, now I gotta get this all going again. Get all this cut up and all that. Let's jump out, check the field. It needs lime, it needs weeded and stuff like that. I think it'll be alright. Wait, hold on. Oh, 100% fertilized, 98. 36? I don't understand why some areas have like very little fertilization and other areas have a lot more. Maybe a big deal over here. Yes, she seems okay. I mean, yeah, that's kind of how I look at it. I mean, awesome. She seemed like a good person, but I mean, I didn't. It's not my area to speak, I guess. I can only tell you what I think of it all. That's how I see it. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, it's just... I don't know how to put it. It's sad that she passed, but she was a good person from what I know about her reign. There we go. That covers me on all angles. I believe it does anyhow. Alright. Let's make sure he just goes back down like he should. And the other one should be about done by now. Even though she was not I can't call her a friend though. That would be like complete dishonest. That's why I said she seemed like a really good person for what I know of her. I mean, I've never worked for her, never worked with her, never even spoke with her, never even actually seen her, That a mower? No. No, that is not a mower. I know it kind of looks like one, doesn't it? Mulcher. Yes, it is a mulcher. It helps me get like 3% more growth type deal. Take this down, make some syrup out of it. I don't even know if she was a good friend to the US. I mean, it's just personal opinion states, you know? Because the reason why I'm not gonna say that she was a good friend, I mean, she's just the King and Queen of England are basically just figurehead positions to say, hey, these people are really cool. I mean, they gave their power to Parliament, I believe. I was talking to somebody in one of my videos, I believe that they're from England or something, and they were telling me that it is Parliament that has like all the control over what England does and everything. And the King and Queen just basically say, you can have the power until you like upset us, and if you upset us, then we're gonna give out a bad day, you know? Then we're gonna take our power back. So they just sit in this figurehead position saying, Parliament's doing a good job, have a nice day. Shake hands, whatever, you know. And it's one of those things. So I can't give any details on how good of a person she was or how good of a friend she was or whatever. Do you really trust the US government? Just saying. Right now, I think one of our closest allies for the United States is a terrorist organization. Oh, that's a little quick. Just watch a car accident at 108 miles an hour and see if you still like the whole ordeal. I know, down in Texas you have like miles and miles of room compared to up here. Hey, Joey, what's up? Oh, okay. Well, if you're just gonna go off of the statement, that's fine. That's understandable. It's just I have a lot of lack in having faith in them. To me, it kind of hurts that we can't trust our own political officers. Because all they want to do is fight with each other and then drag us into it to back them up and be their little armies type deal against each other. It's like, hey, we want you to hate your neighbor because it's the cool thing to do, and I'm not that type of person. I don't really hate anybody. It's, as I say at work, I don't hate them. It's just, I'm not thrilled with them. Or I say I'm not fond of them. That's another good way I put it. Flat view is forever, and there is like no traffic. But yeah, I mean, I've been through your areas before. Most of Texas is pretty well open. The sale on this was pretty good. Along with like everything else. My sales recently have been really good. Matter of fact, if I go into here and go into my bank statements, this will save me like hundreds a day in car insurance. There we go. Yeah, that should save me hundreds in car insurance. You actually ventured out of Dallas. Nothing in Texas. Well, yeah, I mean, I was down on, I can't even remember what road it was. And I shot past a cop doing like 85. My company said, here, have a car so you can get back to us. And I said, okay, no problem. And there was a cop, and I didn't notice that the cop was there. And I was doing like 85, 90 past him. And it's like, ugh. My whole concept being, though, is it's up to you what you do. Just be careful. I don't need you to be another statistic. I mean, not too long ago, I was at a car accident where a dude hit a telephone pole. When his girlfriend got out of the car, she had one minor problem. She could not walk. In the car, she broke her arm and she broke her leg in the accident. I just wonder how pretty her face was before the whole accident, you know? Because she was pretty well beat up. And, I mean, I don't want to see that for anybody. My thing is I believe firefighters and everything is a necessary evil. Alright? I want to be a firefighter type deal. I'm happy being a firefighter. I'm happy with the whole thing. I know. I was down in Texas and I watched this dude on a cell phone, chick on a cell phone, don't know who it was, just seen that they had their cell phone up to their ear. They went to pass me on one side, couldn't get past me, so what they did was they backed off, went around behind me and shot up the other side of me and rear-ended a car so hard it hit the car in front of them, and the one car lost complete control, smacked the not the median, but there was like an exit ramp type deal, and then they had the jerry barriers right there or whatever. They smacked that so hard it blew the car all over the road. Yeah, I'm not down for that crap. Firefighters are great people, most of them, whatever, but the thing is it would be better if we just had them and they just went to training instead of ever having to use it. No firefighter I know of honestly, truly wants to use their training. We went on a call last night and it was a simple electrical hazard last night. Yes, I've seen traffic. I can only do 65 in Texas or whatever when I was driving truck because that's what the company had us governed to. And I had cars and trucks passing me like I was sitting still. I had other trucks passing me fast enough to shake my truck, and my truck was at 80,000 pounds and they were shaking my truck. So yes, I know how Texas is, trust me. Texas is like one of my favorite states to drive in, while driving truck. I love to be in Texas. Didn't love the people usually, but I love to be in Texas. It was a great place to drive. The wife had a fun time when she was in Texas for most of it. But if you take those Texas drivers and put them up here on the road, especially in the winter, they become a hazard. Individuals from Texas does not understand our weather and our predicaments and stuff like that. So it makes it kind of But yes, like I said, I've spent a lot of time in Texas, and it's not even just this part or that part. I mean, all across Texas. That was kind of cool. Here we go. Maybe that will help. Yeah, I mean, Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how it feels, too. I mean, I've been all over Texas. Oh, I mean, I know of people that are from Texas, but like my ex-in-laws, you're right. His family's from Mexico. I mean, like I said though, and he's from Dallas area, Fort Worth, actually a little town outside Dallas. Starts with an M or something. And I mean, his family is from Mexico. And overall, like I say, Texas is not a bad place. But I don't like their driving down there. I really don't. No, not Mesquite. I mean, it's like right outside Dallas, like, I mean, 5 minutes south or something. It's not Mesquite, it's something else. Because we drove to the stadium, whatever, in like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, and it's like, I don't like California. I don't like Oregon too much. I'm not a fan of Seattle. I mean, most of those places on the West Coast I'm not a fan of. I mean, there's good parts about them, but it's not for me. It's not. It's not my way of living. I don't like how things are handled. I really don't. I don't like how some of the rules and regulations are. Like Arizona, it's too hot for me. It really is, and the police are not very how can I put it? The police are not very friendly. And you can get a speeding ticket for like 3 miles over speeding there. And if you're doing 10 over the speed limit, that's automatic loss of license. They'll impound the car and put you in jail that day. I mean, there's got to be like some leniency. And whatever you do, they can consider it reckless driving. You see, I don't like crap like that. I like where it's like more laid back, more, hey, let's just, talk about this, whatever. California, California is like driving in like the ritzy Boston areas or DC. If you've ever drove in DC, you know what I'm talking about. You ain't got a Mercedes, you ain't got a Beamer, you ain't got something like that, you're worthless. And I don't like that. I mean, I look at everybody as more of an equal. Yeah, and here it's like 30 over or something like that, you can lose your license. But, I mean, in the other aspect, they also don't consider Pennsylvania license a form of ID for flying. We have to get like a real ID on, which is like a star on our license for flying. Or we have to have a passport. Other than that, we're not allowed to fly domestically. Yeah, ain't that awesome? I mean, these are the things that I look at in life, and I just question. Well, the worst one I've heard of in a while is, this was back years ago. This kid, was doing 160 in a 45 zone or something like that. And he was like 16, 17. He lost his license for a while for it, of course. And the reasoning that he gave that he was doing them speeds is because he was running late heading home from his girlfriend's house. Yeah, ain't that awesome? Switch out trackers, try to finish up this field work a little bit. I got a couple grand in the bank. I don't think this is gonna cover it, but it's gonna be worth a shot, ain't it? I'd be surprised if this covers this field. Like I said, I'll be really surprised if it covers the field. Oh. You're really surprised if I knew how to drive. Oh man. Don't need to be perfect. Let's try to get it done. And off. Almost. And off. I got 9 likes actually. I'm doing alright then. I knew it wasn't going to cover the whole thing. Ooh, am I wrong? Ooh, that's surprising. That was close. Took it right down to 1%. That is close. You don't get much closer than that. Now come back down here. Get the cultivator. Yes, grab a cultivator. Cultivators are good. And stop. Disconnect. Now I need to organize this crap. Now I'm not going to be paying $2,000 every day. Yeah, I was paying $2,000 something a day just for my loan interest. Can you believe that crap? Now that I'm not, I got in some money. And I spent some money just as quick. I know. And you've seen what I did with all my money. I spent like all my money in like a heartbeat. Almost got it. I come all the way down to the end down here and like just try straightening up the end. Yes. Yes. That's basically how it goes. I mean, you start looking at some of the equipment, why it cost me so much to run the equipment. It's because I run it into the ground. And then the price to fix it just keeps rising. I'll take the same piece of equipment and run it for I don't know how many hours before it just becomes, I don't know, no good to me almost. That's how I've been doing it. Just run it as long as I can. Well, as good as I can for as long as I can. If I run one piece of equipment for, I don't know, get 50, 60 hours out of it, I'm doing pretty good. But as you see, this little farm went from one field to what it is now. %99 of my work I've shown on here. I got 2 minutes. Two minutes before I make some money. Fermenting 72%. Like, I want to get new equipment, but 21.7 hours. Yeah. This is still fairly young. But if I go into like... Oh, wrong button. See, I'm only 205 in the hole now. Purchase. Go into the purchase. Go for what sales is. I mean, look at how many hours are on these, you know? $25 months time. 31 hours. What was that at? 31 hours. It's half off. So 15 hours? 16 hours? Okay. 16 hours is almost half of its life. Oh yeah, that's what I have done. But I think on this series, I tried to start out with $0 or as little as possible. I didn't start out with much. $36.9 so there's no like money on this at all. This is almost worthless. Look at the deer in the tree. Oh, there goes to the ground. Oh, that guy can bring me in some. 29,000 now. Yeah. What is that, like $26,000? $25,000 that I made in an hour from my sales. It's a lot of money. I'm bringing in 25,000 close to an hour. And I wish I had an actual business that did that. Starbucks does pretty good. Amazon is another one that just makes a killing every hour. Amazon just makes so much money. It's ridiculous with how much they make an hour. I mean, some people's got it. Yeah, it's sad that we don't. Actually, we kinda do. Some of us kinda do, okay? Let's say that. Some of us kinda do. I mean, not dollar to dollar, but you think about it. You get these big name YouTubers and everything, and they kind of make money off of making money on games. Couple more swipes. Couple more swipes. It's laid out so nicely. Alright. And come back through. That'd be nice if this was the last swipe. Also, another thing with the big tractors, come big expenses. Oh, there we go. It's done over now. H. Put this away. Ooh, wrong turning. Let's just get this back and around, okay? Would I like to come back to Texas? I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't complain about it. Overall, Texas ain't like a bad state or anything. It's just I don't have time or money or anything else to go down. Yeah, I mean making enough money as the offset type deal, as you're saying. Yeah, that's just how it has to be. If you're not making that cash, then it's not like. And you know as well as I do, you don't make that usually in the first day. Barley. I haven't done barley in a while. Your first day, you're worrying about breaking even. You get about 4 days in on here and then you start making money. And ooh, getting it done. Oh yeah, yeah. Your first day, you're millions in debt. Doing that. It took me how many days though to start making what I'm making now on here? That's like some of the things I look at. How long before I start making money? What do I need to do? Well, if their car breaks down in the left lane, it's usually harder to get all the way over to the right lane, so it's easier just to stay in the left lane. Do pull over there. Place that there. Now go look for another toy. There it is. Why do people want to drive across fresh pavement? You know? Fresh asphalt. Somebody always wants to drive right across it. They don't understand that the asphalt's like 300-400 degrees when we put it down. But anyhow, I'm going to be getting off here for the night. I got all this rolling. I want to see how much I can start bringing in. So as I say every night, have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening, have a good whatever it is when you are watching this. Have fun, be safe. Do not forget to like and subscribe to the videos. And I will talk with you all later. Good night, everybody.